So if we were to solve this problem, there were a few things that you need to look into. One, this assignment is actually telling you that the function which is the distance function, which essentially is a double. The second thing it's telling you, there are certain formulas that you need to know, slope and distance. The third thing it is telling you that if you put value of x1, y equal to 5, y1 equal to 5, x2 equal to -1, y2 equal to -1, you should get a value of distance 6.3 or something on those lines. So few things that you will need to do. There are first thing, looking at this, you have to first make sure you create a Java function, which basically first create a Java, go into create a Java project, then create a Java class, then create a function called distance, which returns type double. Second, and in that function, what you are trying to do, in that function, you are trying to actually, you are trying to take these four values as input and calculate distance first. And in the second one, you can actually calculate, in the second one, you can calculate slope. Now, do not worry about this display initially. Display can come in later. First things you need to do is write the two functions, the slope function and the distance function, and check to make sure you are getting these results for these values. Once you are sure that you are getting these results for these values, you can use tab to be able to actually create this kind of display, but that comes secondary. The third thing you will have to do in this is to make sure that you document your code well. When you say document the code well, that means you need to document all the variables that you are taking in. Like this, these are variables that you are taking in. These are things that you are calculating. Document your code and tab your code well so that if anybody else is reading your code, he knows what you're actually doing. The third thing that you need to do is these two questions. You can answer these two questions using your code. That means if you have a triangle, what you do is you take in 3 points, basically three pairs of x1, x2, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Calculate the distance between these two, calculate the distance between these two, calculate the distance between these two. So you have three distances, and if they are equal, then your triangle is a equilateral triangle. So essentially that's the first one. The second one is take 4 points in, ask the user for 4 points. So you can use scanner to ask for 4 points, and when you ask for 4 points, then you can check the slope between A and T and check the slope between M and H. They should be the same. Or you can check the slope between A and M. So this slope, this line, and then you can check this slope and they should be equal. So that's how you know that's a quadrilateral parallelogram, because in a two parallel lines have the same slope if it's a parallelogram. That said, so there are a few ways of doing it. So let's go back and so the two so first thing, when you get the question paper, try seeing if you can create the two formulas. Second thing, you need to know what type of value you are trying to return, because in this case it's saying double, but it could be integer, it could be void when you don't have to return. Then putting these values in, test your functions to make sure that the functions give you the right answer, essentially, because that's basically more than half the credit in the problem. So get those 3 points right first, then try to see if you can make the display, and then check for these two thinking questions. That's it.